I'm Talon, and we're back with some more Judgement Rites. We had a repeat last time, unfortunate, but I thought I was soft locked based on the walkthrough that I was looking at. Turns out I wasn't. I just needed to scan the river and shoot the right rock, but got there in the end. That's all that matters. So we're just gonna keep on chugging along and hopefully get this game finished. So let's go!
Load a previously saved game.
The Antares Rift. It should be a most interesting assignment.
How so, Spot?
There have been several attempts to chart it. All expeditions into the Rift vanished, without a trace.
But those expeditions were years ago. Our starships are far more capable than they were during the time of those attempts.
Captain, a 10-year-old child is far more capable than a 3-year-old child. But there are many problems that neither child can solve.
Alrighty, the Antares Rift is right over here. Well, that's discouraging.
Captain's log, stardate 6257.6. We have entered the Antares Rift and found spatial disruptions in the rift that make using warp engines extremely dangerous. Repairs are almost complete on the minor damage we suffered upon entry into the rift. We are continuing our survey using impulse engines.
My poor babies. Warp engines were meant to be used, Captain.
Communications are back online, Captain.
Deflectors at 93% power and increasing.
Captain, undoubtedly that phenomenon would explain many of the strange disappearances in this sector. Still, with our warp engines deactivated, our computers indicate we will be safe.
Well, never mind then.
Communications are out again, Captain. Is anyone hurt?
If he was human, Mr. Spock's pride might be...
Captain, sensors failed to indicate anything unusual prior to the explosion. I would speculate that it was caused by an extremely unusual rift in the space-time continuum, a place where radically different physical laws apply.
And since it was different space-time, our sensors weren't programmed to detect it.
And it could happen again at any time without warning.
Captain, I believe I may be able to adjust the sensors to detect these spatial rifts and pilot the Enterprise to avoid them. However, the sensors are too heavily damaged here. I will need to get to auxiliary control as soon as possible if I am to reroute the necessary systems.
Mr. Spock, the bulkheads were breached just outside of the bridge. No one's going to be able to leave the bridge for at least an hour unless they're transported out.
Any ideas, Lieutenant?
I was barely able to reroute the necessary connections last time, Captain. Communications are completely useless now. We may be able to enter codes into the library computer and instruct others to send messages to us.
Status, Mr. Chekhov.
Captain, navigation is not responding. The circuits are as lifeless as a Stalinist.
Status, Mr. Sulu.
Helm is not responding, Captain. The controls are completely dead.
We need to make communicating with the rest of the ship our first priority. Scotty, what's our status?
Very bad, Captain. Whatever hit the Enterprise hit us right in our own neighborhood. The hull is breached 6 meters from the bridge. Beyond that, the instruments are useless. I can't read or send anything through these controls. We'll need a starbase to make this bridge functional again.
Scotty, how about auxiliary control?
Captain, I cannot determine the status of anything beyond the place where the rupture occurred. The rest of the ship could be dead as far as we know.
Ideas, Mr. Walker?
I'm a security guard, sir, not an idea man. Still, if we could send out probes to detect these rifts, we might get a better idea on whether they're moving or not, and whether we should stop and make repairs or keep moving.
Captain, the library computer is online. Apparently, its circuits were shielded from the explosion. Captain, I have managed to program a message into the library computer. The first time a person accesses the computer, they will read our distress signal. Hopefully, they can code a reply into the computer, which we can access.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?
Captain, these controls are useless. Captain, these controls are useless.
Captain, I've already said they're useless. I might be able to employ backup systems from auxiliary control.
Captain, things look very bad. I can't get any of the controls to respond.
Helm still does not respond, sir.
You get no response.
Captain, I believe I may be able to adjust the sensors to detect these spatial rifts.
Mr. Spock, the bulkheads were breached just outside of the bridge. No one's going to be able to leave the bridge for at least an hour unless they're transported out.
Alright, well, how do I transport him out?
Scotty, what's our status?
Very bad, Captain.
Scotty, how about auxiliary
Captain. Captain, I have to fix that in engineering when I get a chance to get off the bridge.
It's stuck. We're not getting out of here that way.
I don't understand what you want me to do, Captain.
I do not see the logic.
It's stuck. We're not getting out of here that way.
Well, that's interesting.
This is the science station, where Spock scans anomalies.
Captain, the transporters are operational. I request permission to be transported, so I can begin the adjustments to sensors as soon as possible.
Go ahead, Spock. No, Spock, I'll go first. Go ahead, Spock. No, Spock, I'll go first.
Captain, that is not logical. You are too valuable to risk, and the situation calls for my intervention as soon as possible.
Spock's right, Captain.
Very well. Spock!
What the hell was that?
I can take care of that, Captain. I'm patching your log into the computer. You should have voice messages.
Captain, we've managed to jury-rig an evacuation tube through the bridge turbo lift. We should be able to keep it stable long enough for you to be evacuated.
Alrighty, we're abandoning the bridge.
Captain's log. After equipping ourselves with tricorders and phasers, we are now searching for a way to find Spock and return him to us. I've determined that the best place to start
Not again.
Captain, it's a very good thing we took the warp engines offline.
How bad is it, Scotty?
That explosion was 42% stronger than the one that struck near the bridge. Our left warp nacelle is crippled, Captain.
I hope it's not a trend. Keep me posted, Mr. Scott. Kirk out.
Well, they say the price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
What does that mean, Solo? That we should have been more vigilant? How could we if the sensors said nothing?
Well, maybe if Starfleet sensor designers would be quicker to modify their sensors to react to new phenomena.
You two are as bad as Spock and McCoy.
I'd feel more comfortable, Captain, if we knew what happened to Mr. Spock.
Awaiting orders, Captain. There's nothing wrong with this, sir.
Our highest priority is control of the sensors. We must find Spock.
I'll handle it, Captain. Remember, I was a physicist when I first joined the Enterprise.
Ah! Captain, look!
Captain, I'm picking up strange readings around the alien. It's as though it's continually popping in and out of reality.
Then how come we don't see any flicker?
It cycles between our space and something else. Once every millisecond. Too fast for the human eye to follow.
Captain, what happened?
It appears our alien friend likes its privacy.
The Cossacks have locked the door, Captain.
Captain, there's some sort of barriers on the walls and the doors. Our sensors cannot penetrate it.
This panel doesn't seem to be working.
The alien has thought of everything.
We could bring down a phaser welder and force it open.
We don't have the time, Mr. Sulu. Deck layout screen. The deck integrity monitor says that everything is safe.
It could be a deception, Captain.
Why do aliens always seem to invade the Enterprise?
Actually, Pavel, last year, 5 different alien species tried to take over the USS Regulus. The Enterprise is at it relatively easy compared to them.
But why do all the competent aliens always seem to invade the Enterprise?
Well, they say the price of...
What does...
Well...
You two are as bad as Spock. I could use advice. Suggestions, anyone? Spock.
I know, Captain. We miss him too.
Awaiting orders, Captain.
A single life form, non-terrestrial, carbon-based. It doesn't seem to be doing anything to our controls. In fact, it's not doing much of anything. A single life...
Kirk to Scott. Come in, Scotty. Kirk to Uhura. Come in. Kirk to sick bay. Bones, where are you?
Jim, what the devil are you doing to the ship?
I'm not the one doing it. Spock's gone, Bones. Someone took him from the ship. Some aliens that I've never seen before.
If you can get me a medical scan, I might be able to find some way to combat them. Make that a priority. McCoy out.
Is it my imagination, or is Dr. McCoy getting a little power crazy lately?
I'd say a lot power crazed, Hikaru.
Captain, I'm getting a sensor reading on the alien. I'm sure Dr. McCoy will find this data very interesting.
Kirk to Scott. Computer. Kirk to sick bay.
Jim, people are beginning to interrupt me. They believe the ship's going to rupture soon and this is the safest place.
Bones, the ship is going to rupture soon and sick bay is the safest place.
And Spock's kidnapped by some aliens? I always knew that pointy-eared hobgoblin would outlive us all. I'll do my best to make them comfortable. McCoy out.
Kirk to Scott. Compute. Kirk to sick bay.
Jim, people are
Bones, the ship is going to
And Spock...
Kirk to Scott. Come in, Scotty.
Captain, I got bad news for you. This rift is affecting the hull of the ship. Our hull integrity is dropping fast.
How bad is it, Scotty?
It's at 92% and dropping rapidly. According to our system specs, if it drops below 63%...
Put as much powers as you can to the shields. Divert as much power as you can to the sensors. Evacuate all people from the outer decks. Divert power from life support on those decks evenly to shields and sensors.
Captain, that'll only add about 2% to the shields and sensors.
Do it, Mr. Scott.
Aye, Captain. Squad out.
Kirk to Scott. Kirk to Uhura.
Captain, I've moved operations to Galileo 2 shuttlecraft. I've sent a message to Starfleet Command, and I've rerouted internal communications to run from here.
Lieutenant Uhura, what happens if the shuttle bay is hit by an explosion? That's one of the most vulnerable areas on the ship.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take, Mr. Sulu. I've activated the shuttle's shields for protection.
Good. Be prepared to evacuate the shuttle on my signal. Kirk out.
Alright, where else can I go? Alright, just go to sick bay.
Well, Jim, I leave you alone for 5 minutes and look at the mess you've made.
Here's the sensor scan, Bones.
Jim, this says our invaders are Vaurians.
Vaurians? But they're extinct. They died out at the time that Cochrane invented the warp drive. They were slaughtered in the Three Systems War.
Jim, I know my history, but I also know my anatomy. The alien in auxiliary control is a Vaurian. There's only one strange thing.
What's that?
This creature isn't capable of doing some of the things that you described. It's an ordinary Vaurian. No special organs, no unusual brain patterns, nothing that traditionally suggests superhuman feats.
Can you neutralize it, Bones?
Actually, it's a female. And yes, I know of something that can incapacitate it without harming it. A gas mixture. You'll have to pump large quantities into auxiliary control for it to be effective, but it should work almost immediately.
Oh no, it's working on it.
Here's the gas, Jim. Be careful with it. There hasn't been a Vaurian in 150 years.
Well, Bones, it looks like we have to save Spock in order to save the Enterprise.
That's a tough choice, Jim.
If we keep having these random explosions, Doctor, I'm afraid your sickbay is going to be overflowing.
I thought you were a helmsman, not the bearer of bad tidings.
I do many things well, Doctor.
Hello, Doctor. Nice weather, isn't it?
You're a navigator, not a conversationalist, Ensign.
Yes, I am. And an unappreciated navigator at that.
Well, Bones, it looks like we have to save
That's a tough... Well, Jim, when are you going to bring out the rabbit?
The what?
The rabbit you're always pulling out of your hat whenever things get really grim.
I'm afraid I may have used my last rabbit, Bones.
Alright, so we're here. So I can get to engineering.
Captain, there has been an explosion near the shuttle bay. I'm fine. There has been no significant damage.
Any luck communicating with Starfleet Command?
I have made contact with the light cruiser USS Jefferson, sir. It will reach the edge of Antares Rift in 16 hours. The rift is playing havoc with communications.
Thank you, Lieutenant Kirkout.
Captain, if we get out of this alive, can we have shore leave?
Well, you hear what Mr. Scott said about us needing to go to a starbase.
Actually, Captain, I had something a bit larger in mind.
Chekhov lives for shore leave.
I do not. Well, maybe a little bit.
There's an awful lot of corridors on the Enterprise.
Captain, do you think we'll get out of this alive?
I really don't know.
That doesn't give me much confidence. Really, Captain, do you think we'll get out of this alive?
Are you trying to suggest we won't? Will I have to put you on report for threatening morale?
Thank you, sir.
This is not one of my better days.
Alrighty, so let's scan engineering.
Nothing wrong with the door, Captain.
Good. Now, let's go there.
Is it too late to put in a request for an early retirement?
Scotty, if we hit any more of these random detonations, it'll be mandatory retirement for all of us.
Actually, Captain, I was hoping for a better pension.
You know, it just wouldn't be the Enterprise without a crisis.
Sometimes I wish space were a little more predictable than it is. Captain, surely you must have a plan.
Of course I do. I just need to find out what it is, that's all.
Oh, that's very reassuring, Captain.
Mr. Scott looks a bit more frazzled than usual, Captain.
Well, what do you expect, man? I'm not a miracle worker. There's only so much a person can do.
Well, here we are. The ship is literally falling apart. Space could explode randomly at any moment and destroy the Enterprise, and Spock has been kidnapped by the aliens.
Aye, a typical day on the Enterprise. Captain, we won't last 15 seconds in this dust storm without our deflector grid. If it's not broke, don't touch it. Captain, the fuel controller's working perfectly. Leave it alone.
Alrighty. Oh wait, hang on.
Laddie, do you know what you're doing? That's delicate equipment.
Okay, engineering's fine. That's just all engineering. Then we need to transport.
Captain, where would you like to be transported?
Send us to sickbay, Mr. Send us to engineering, Mr. Cobb. Send us to auxiliary control, Mr. We'll transport later, Mr. Send us to sickbay. Send us to auxiliary control.
Yes, sir.
Energize.
Out.
Captain, didn't Dr. McCoy say we had to pump it in through life support?
Are you all right, sir? I mean, I can...
Well, that didn't work.
The deck integrity monitor.
It could be a...
But how do I pump it through?
Captain, where would you like to...
Send us to sickbay, Mr. Kyle. Send us to engineering, Mr. Send us to auxiliary...
That's odd, Captain. The transporter will not lock on any coordinates in auxiliary control, and I have no idea why.
Send us to sickbay, Mr. Kyle.
Yes, sir.
Energize.
Not again.
Jim, we've got to get out of here.
We need to get Spock back.
I should have known the Spock would be good for something someday. Now the day has come and he isn't here. Well, Jim?
The what? I'm afraid I...
Vurian gas engineered to paralyze a Vurian without killing.
Maybe I needed to get engineering. Let's get engineering.
I do not know what you've got there, but I've smelled Klingon nerve gas with a better bouquet. Captain, let's not be fooling around. Not in there, Captain. Put the gas in the life support pump, then use the controls. Not in there.
The life support pump. Where is it?
Captain, please.
It's a very unpleasant smell, Captain. This gas was only meant to be fed directly into a star...
Impulse engine fuel... Impulse... Deflector control... Deflector... This leads into the Jeffries... Life support control systems. This...
Not in there, Captain. Put the gas in the life support pump, then use the control.
Oh, where's the life support pump?
Life support control systems. Life support control systems. This seems point. The impulse engines of the USS Enterprise. Looking at them reminds you of several times they threatened to break down. Now the engines are running fine. It's the other sections of the Enterprise that are breaking down.
Captain, it's got actually...
Where's the life support thinger then? That's what I don't know. Is it on the bridge?
The bridge is damaged and... The bridge is damaged.
Wait a minute. No, it just has life support.
Captain, where would you like to be?
Send us to engineering. Send us to auxiliary control. We'll transport later. Send us we'll transport.
The sick bay status indicates the wall of the corridor, a ship's sick bay emergency, the floor of the corridor, sick bay life support. This passage leads. This equipment allows Dr. McCoy to quickly lighting controls, medical instruments, assorted medicines.
I don't know where the life support thing I'm supposed to do is, unless, is it that?
This board is a summary of the ship's engine.
No.
This seems. The force field generator contains. This panel gives emergency access. Atmosphere is at 90. This board is a summary.
System functioning normal.
I could have told you.
Life support control system.
Not in there, Captain. Put the gas in the life support pump, then use the controls.
What's the life
Captain,
support
let's not-
pump? Where? Where is it? Where is it?
This leads into the Jeffries tube and is sealed due to a hull breach. Impulse engine.
This impulse engine.
This device stores special chemicals that are pumped in.
Ah, there, okay, there, I found it. Okay, finally. You, in there.
I wish Dr. McCoy had given me the specs on that gas injection system. It looks like a rather clumsy fit.
I'll do it, Scotty.
You'd think that Dr. McCoy would have some respect for engineering.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. But I imagine the ship's about to get blown to pieces.
Let's see how our alien friend likes Dr. McCoy's medicine.
Probably as much as we do, Hikaru.
Mr. Kyle, can you transport me to auxiliary control?
Aye, sir. But I have to remind you how dangerous intership transporting can be. We've really been pushing our luck today.
I'm aware of that, Mr. Kyle, but we have to take the risk.
Something's happening.
A warp impulse energy of the dilithium crystal lattice.
These readings look normal to me. This looks like a normal course, right, Pavel?
Normal. It's an excellent course. The same one I entered before the alien came on board the ship.
That's odd. All systems look normal. The aliens haven't touched navigation. What's going on? We have to find out where that alien went. It's the only way to save Spock.
I recommend we use the auxiliary control sensor to see where the alien went.
All systems look normal. Everything seems to be working. Library computer, external sensors. Mr. Sulu, see if you can find where the Vurian went. Maybe that will lead us to Spock.
Captain, I'm detecting the Vurian. She seems to have vanished through a rift in space. I have the coordinates of her last known location. Captain, if we're going to rescue Spock, we're going to have to transport to the place...
To another dimension? You can't be serious.
In my opinion, Captain, it's the only way to save Spock in this ship.
The view screen functions are normal. The alien doesn't seem to have damaged anything. Kirk to Scott. Kirk to Uhura. Kirk to sickbay. Computer. Kirk to Scott. Come in.
Captain, the hull degradation is continuing. It's
Kirk to Scott. Computer.
Vurians, a race native to Vega 3 with minor psionic talents. They were exterminated by the Antoshi in the Three Systems War. Three Systems War, a war in the early 22nd century between the Antoshi and the Vurians, in which the Vurians were exterminated.
I was hoping the alien would have been more communicative. Why hijack a ship that's already about to be destroyed, then kidnap a single individual, and then say nothing about why you are aboard?
It certainly seemed to have the power to destroy us. Why didn't it just kill us?
I don't know, gentlemen, but we'll find the answers soon, I promise.
Captain, if we're going to rescue Spock...
To another dimension...
In my opinion...
Mr. Kyle, you have the coordinates where the alien teleported?
Captain, you're asking me to transport you into another dimension. I may not be able to lock onto you there.
I'm aware of the risk, Mr. Kyle. You have your orders.
Aye, sir.
Energize. Captain's personal log. I have transported to many strange places in my day, but beaming into an alien dimension is something entirely unique. Only the extreme risk to my ship and my friend Spock would cause me to take such a drastic risk.
This doesn't look like a nice place to visit.
There's the Vurian. I don't see Spock.
He's got to be around here somewhere.
No effect, Captain. I don't have enough knowledge of Vurian anatomy.
It's a female of its race, Captain. I'm afraid my tricorder doesn't have much information on Vurians. They seem more organic than mineral, Captain.
Well then, let's just pick this up.
What are we doing here? Why did we come here?
Captain?
There's no way back. We'll never find Spock. We're trapped here forever, and it's all my fault. I knew the Antares Rift was dangerous. I should never have let the ship go in there.
Captain?
But let's find Spock.
Fascinating. This stone is giving off a pattern similar to the brainwave pattern of Vulcans and other psionic creatures.
That's interesting. These stones check out as organic matter.
Well then, let's pick up the next one.
Why are you reaching for your phaser, Mr. Sulu?
Captain.
Walker, I saw you sneaking up on me.
Sir.
You're all against me. You've gotten rid of Spock, now me. Who's next? Scotty? Uhura? Or are they part of this too?
Captain, snap out of it.
Something is definitely wrong. Such intense emotions. Don't worry, Mr. Walker, I'll protect you.
Sir?
Sulu, Checo. You know, I may never have told you this before, but I care for you all more than I can tell. Sulu, with your dedication, your unwavering sense of responsibility...
Captain, are you talking about me?
Checo, I've always been impressed by your enthusiasm, all those wonderful Russian jokes, your humanity.
Captain?
And you, Mr. Walker, with your rugged determination, I'll bet you had more girlfriends than anyone in the history of the Academy.
Actually, sir, I'm celibate.
What was I just saying?
Okay, this is actually pretty funny.
This place reminds me of Deneva. I lost my brother there. He was a few years younger than I was, and there were times when he annoyed me.
Captain?
And now he's gone. Gone. I'll never see him again, never tell him... tell him...
Captain, snap out of it.
This place must be getting to me. I heard that, Mr. Sulu.
I didn't say anything.
You've always been saying things behind my back. You've always said I don't have enough discipline, that I don't respect my crew. You're insubordinate, Mr. Sulu.
Get hold of yourself, Captain.
What on earth was I saying? I'm sorry, Mr. Sulu, that was not...
Captain, I think we better get out of here as soon as possible.
I'll get them, Captain.
I haven't picked up the blue one yet.
Wait, we need something to handle them with. Mr. Walker, handling single stones produced intense emotions. A cache of these stones...
You're right, sir.
Fascinating. This stone is
Greetings, Lord Kirk. I am Eminata. I regret the discomfort that I put you through on your ship. I wish only to preserve my joy by serving the Savant.
Are you willing to help me, Eminata? Where is Spock? How did you come to be here? What were you doing on my ship? Are you willing to help? Where is Spock?
The Lord Spock is not far. His mind dances in the bliss of this place. He would welcome you. It is not a long or difficult search to find him. The Savant is now summoned, Lord Kirk. He awaits. Not many footsteps from here. By the fountainhead. Seek him.
Are you willing to help me, Eminata?
Possibly. I am aware of your ship's distress. I can bring it to the attention of the Savant. It may help.
Actually, I was thinking more about freeing Spock. What is the Savant?
A being found that the physical form impaired his emotions, and so he discarded it as a lord discards his raiment. An entity of great benevolence and joy. Through my psionic talents, we are linked in ecstasy eternal.
Where is this Savant?
Everywhere. When one is an entity, one transcends the limitations of space, time, and dimension. But the Savant prefers to center its thoughts at the fountainhead, which is quite close. The Savant awaits. I am unimportant compared to him. Go to him at once.
I will. You are the last of your race. That makes you very important.
Physical forms are unimportant. A species is only a similarity of material form, constructed from genetic instructions. Only emotions matter.
Are you willing to help me, Eminat? How did you come to be here?
I was a lone soldier, fleeing the massacres that followed the Three Systems War. I was heavily outnumbered. In desperation, I attempted to use my son's gravity well to propel my ship into a high warp velocity, so I could escape the pursuit.
I remember reading about that war in my history class at the Academy.
I was warped into the Antares sector. I traveled through a dimensional rift into this place. The Savant sustained me, and gave me joy where there was once only despair. I have been here ever since. The Savant awaits.
I will. You are the last of your... Can you talk about the Savant? I will.
Good luck, Lord Kirk.
Are you willing to... What were you doing on my ship?
The Savant empowered me to remove any psionically adept being from your ship, and to prevent you from following him. It was not our intention to do you harm.
The Savant. I wish you and all entities nothing but joy.
Who are you? Why do you ensnare others? Release Spock at once and allow us to return to our ship.
I do not forbid you from returning. It is the dimensional boundaries that prevent that. I would be glad to help you. As for your Spock, why would you be so cruel as to wish to release your friend from an eternity of bliss?
Captain, the readings are incomprehensible. The tricorder has no idea what all these waveforms represent. The pouch appears to be composed of some sort of tanned animal hide. It's old, but not very warm. They seem more organic than mineral, Captain. It's some kind of life pod, Captain. I believe it is of Vurian design. They seem more...
Does not register as a life form, Captain.
Captain, may I suggest we rescue Commander?
We may not have time, Lieutenant.
But it feels like minerals to me.
Even so, rescuing Spock is our highest priority. Let's get moving. I don't think I'll fit in this pouch.
It's just a pouch.
I just realized what I need to do with the pouch. I need to pick up the blue things with the pouch.
I'll get them, Captain. I've put them in the pouch we found. Boy, am I getting an odd feeling from these stones.
So I need them for some reason.
Captain, you misunderstand me. It is not my will to bring harm to any creature. I have taken two creatures that are without the most important thing in existence, joy, and given it to them in infinite variety and abundance. The Vurian was filled with despair at the death of her race. She was overwhelmed by sorrow and grief. I have healed her of these afflictions forever. As for the Vulcan, he has been conditioned to deny his emotions. I am bringing him in contact with a part of himself that will enhance his life. It is a gift of love.
You have no right to inflict emotions on any being, regardless of how positive you may think. Get a life. You can't just sit around feeling happy for eternity. Love? Spock doesn't want your gift. He doesn't need your gift. You have no right to inflict emotions on any being, regardless of how positive you may think them to be, without their consent.
I give them an eternity of joy. Is that not every creature's desire? How can granting a subliminal desire be beyond my rights?
That is the most arrogant piece of presumption I have ever heard. An eternity of joy. And I suppose you derive no benefits from the people you hold prisoner? Do you honestly believe that because what you do may benefit them, that the ends justify the means? That is an eternity of joy. And I suppose you derive no benefits from the people you hold prisoner?
I share in their joy, and the joy shared is a marvelous thing. I will send you back to your own ship and give you safe passage through the Antares Rift if you wish. Welcome.
Not without Spock. Savant, isn't there anything I can do to make you release Spock or not without Spock?
Captain, why do you begrudge your comrade's newfound happiness?
Because it was not his doing. Because he's being used by you and held against his... He has duties and obligations. Because it was not his doing, nor because he's being used by you and held against his will.
I give far more than I receive, Captain. If you truly love your comrade, you will not deny him bliss. This object has no effect against me. You disturb my rest. Fortunately, I am not alone in bliss. Do not use such a tactic again on me. I warn you. What is this? What am I feeling? What have you done?
What's the matter, Savant? Not feeling those good vibes? Life isn't all happiness. Is that sadness you're feeling, Savant? It couldn't be that those inferior humans... What's the matter, Savant? Not feeling those good vibrations?
Please, have mercy. I would rather die than experience such sorrow.
If you will listen to reason, I will release... Free Spock and return... You really are a crybaby. Go ahead and ball your head. If you will listen to reason, I will release you. Free Spock and return us to our ship.
No. I shall not reward this action. I will not allow violence to be rewarded, even if I must die.
I don't want to kill you, Savant. You underestimated our ability to hurt you. Maybe you underestimated... You are the most stubborn entity I've ever met. If you can read Spock's mind, then you know I don't enjoy hurting others. Why? And I cannot allow you to derive pleasure from your unwarranted kidnapping of my science officer. I don't want to kill you, Savant.
You win, Captain.
Yes,
as much as it pains me, I shall be as you desire.
Captain's log, we are out of the Antares Rift and are on our way to Starbase 8, where the Enterprise has extensive repairs scheduled. All crew members, including First Officer Spock, are safely aboard.
So, Spock, you mean you had an eternity of pure enjoyment and you gave it up?
Affirmative, Doctor.
That has to be the most illogical thing I've ever heard. Humans spend their entire lifetime dreaming of an eternity of pleasure.
As do animals in the field. Perhaps humans are meant to be better than that. Perhaps we should dream of greatness, not simple gratification.
Greatness is a term subject to individual interpretation, Captain. The savant viewed the pursuit of greatness as useless, because all great deeds and accomplishments are destined to be forgotten in cosmic terms.
A cosmic being thinks in cosmic terms, Spock. But somehow that philosophy overlooks a lot of life's little pleasures. There's just one thing that bothers me about the whole thing.
Really, Doctor?
Spock finally got to enjoy himself, and I wasn't there to see it. Now that's something worth remembering.
Message from Starfleet Command.
On screen.
I have reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. Well done, Kirk. Keep up the good work. I must say, however, your performance is not what we've come to expect from James T. Kirk. I guess we all have our off days, Captain. Kane out.
I don't know what I did wrong, but I did it.
How long until we reach Nova Atar, Ensign?
About 23 hours, Captain.
22 hours, 53 minutes, and 17 seconds, to be precise.
Spock, there's no need to be precise. We're going on shore leave. Rest, relaxation, no calls from Starfleet.
We're gonna save it. I know what
Yes, quit the game.
So we're gonna go here. Because we finished another one. It was really weird. I didn't commentate as much because my brain was just confused. It's like, wait, what am I doing? Where am I going? What am I doing? Oh, man. But luckily, I somehow muddled through it. Somehow. The thing that confused me the most was finding the life support tube thing to put the canister in. And then I'm like, hang on, and then with the entity, I'm just like, can I throw the thing in there? And he's like, this does not affect me. I'm like, okay, so I'll just throw the bag in all at once. I don't know what else I was supposed to do, but I clearly didn't do it. Or it could be that I didn't handle the situation properly, because I did try and shoot the alien, obviously, but oh well. I still passed. And now we're going on to shore leave, which will surely 100% absolutely not be interrupted by anything ever. That was a joke. Of course it's gonna get interrupted. Shore leave in a video game. That's not right. But anyway, I'm having fun. It's enjoyable. I did like that this one, instead of, Kirk, Spock, and McCoy, it was Kirk, Chekhov, and Sulu. That was really interesting. I liked that. I'm curious if they do it again. But I doubt it. Obviously, I doubt it. But I would be curious to know if they do it again, because it is fun to have all the different characters instead of just the same two the whole time, And then obviously Kirk's Kirk, so you're controlling Kirk, so Kirk has to be in it. Unless they throw in a loop, throw in a hoop, and all of a sudden, Kirk's the one that needs to be rescued and you're controlling Spock. That would be pretty cool. That, I doubt it. Anyways, that's enough ranting and raving. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!